I have a spot below a water fountain. And you can even see up there where there's problems with the tile and grout. But we're not taking care of that tonight. They only wanted the floors done. So you can see here where there's a lot of what looks to be mineral buildup, and alkaline didn't change this at all. So we're using Viper Renew because it will take care of heavy buildup of mineral. So I'm going to go ahead and spray this on here. I'm going to let it dwell for 15 minutes. And you can see it's already starting to break down the mineral. And it's common that it foams up like that, because what it's going to do is it's going to eat away a super fine layer of grout after it's done getting through all of the mineral buildup, and it's going to release a lot of staining that's happening. We like to use a little pump up sprayer. Now Viper Renew is mixed 1-to-1 with hot water. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna let this sit for a couple minutes, and then we're gonna agitate and reapply if it looks like the buildup's not coming off. But I think this is gonna turn out really, really good. And like I said, you guys can see where that mineral. Let me get closer here. Where the mineral buildup is on certain parts of the tile, which are like the lowest points. Chris, go ahead and agitate this a little bit. We just use the Grout Demon to swish it around. If it's really bad, you guys might want to use a floor scrubber or another type of agitation. But we typically use this for just doing the edges and getting everything moved around. The acid, you don't want to let the acid dry, and you don't want to let it exceed about 15 minutes worth of time on the grout, because you don't want to damage the grout more than you have to, because this does take off a thin layer. That looks way better already. So we're going to let this dwell for 15 minutes. I'll be right back. So as we're waiting for this, we keep spraying this just a little bit, and you can see where the heaviest buildup is. Everything else out here already dissolved. But as that acid works, it's dissolving that mineral, but it's also neutralizing itself. So over a few minutes, it kind of stopped working a little bit. So we're keeping the acid moving across the product, across the tile. You can see how it foams up every time I go across there. That's good, because that means it's working. We let it sit for a minute, and then we keep moving this across here. And once it seems like it doesn't work, it means most of this solution's spent. Then you go ahead and hit it again with the acid. And it makes a pretty good difference. We've gotten off a lot of really heavy buildup already just by doing this little bit of grout. Like there's a whole sheet right there that just broke off. Let me show you guys. Right there. A whole chunk of mineral. Calcium, it's actually dissolving as I'm holding it. And that's what the acid will do. It's very important to wear nitrile gloves if you're going to do anything near. You can see all the chunks of the water buildup, and it's already came off. So you can see it's not getting as bright now. It's had a little bit of time, and it's getting weak. So I'm going to go ahead and put on some more. The spot keeps getting smaller as we're doing this, so that's good. And even then, guys, you might get a little bit that's left. You can use a wire brush or whatever you need to break this up even more. We're using a Dirty Grout Demon. That brush I've used a lot. It works pretty good. But we're gonna let this draw for a few more minutes, and then we're gonna extract it, and then we'll retreat it if we have to. But we don't want to continue breaking down any of the grout here unless we absolutely have to. We'll just keep working on this spot separately. But we're gonna see how it works. The high pressure might also take this off a little bit more. But yeah, just give us a minute, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to spray the Proxy Bright on here. It's an alkaline, it's going to neutralize the acid. And you can see the dirt already moving around. Alright, so, and then we're going to hook up the counter spinner and we're going to extract this. This tool is pretty cool. Alright guys, here we go. So definitely huge difference here. You guys can see almost all that mineral came off. There's just a little bit here, but it's definitely more than they had anticipated. We might scrub a little bit more of that, try to get it off, but huge improvement. And next we're going to clean this carpet here, so we're not worried about a little bit of overspray getting on it. We're going to extract it next. So guys, definitely a lot better than it was. That little tool makes a hell of a difference. So, Viper Renew, Viper Proxy Blast to neutralize it, Mighty Counter Spinner or SX12 or whatever you guys have. Extract it, let it dry, and then put on your sealer. Good to go. Thanks guys. I hope this helped you. If you were interested in using Viper Renew.